Dr. Jerry Dean Epps, and I'm speaking on behalf of myself and Mr. John Hardy, the original inventor. We represent the Gendarme toilet system, the Eppivent model, and the basic Gendarme model. This is the Eppivent I'm showing you today, but the operation of the Eppivent and the basic Gendarme is the same. I added some features to John's basic work. I am not a professional video producer, so I apologize and ask you to be patient, but I so wanted you to have something to see in addition to just the written instructions. Now, this is the wall of the house. Right now I'm outside of the house. Here's the outside wall. I will walk around and I'm on the inside of the house, and here's the back wall of the toilet. And because this tank is in the ground, today I'm going to have to walk up higher just to get to regular ground level. But after someone uses the toilet, here is the flush. You just lift this, and I'll show you more about it later. It's stiff because it hasn't been used. Lift, flushes contents outside. Now, I'll leave the inside of the house, and I'm coming to the outside of the house, and this is the agitator pump that you use 2 or 3, well, really once or twice a week for 4 or 5 times. It just keeps the microbes awake and active. So this is an anaerobic digester toilet that processes human waste to an end product that's liquid. It's about the color of a weak cup of tea, and it's suitable for discharge onto or into the ground, depending on local regulations. It does this processing in 2 tanks. Tank 1, tank 2. The large tank we call the digester tank, and the small tank we call the biofilter tank, and the waste moves by gravity into it and then on out to a soak away. Now, I'm going to show you just a little bit more about all of this. Here we have above ground now, but you will have them in ground, a digester tank. The wall of your house is here. Here's how our toilet flushes. You just lift, and later you'll see how it sends a column of water across to move contents out of sight. That's the flush. And outside of the house, here's our wall. We have the gas vent pipe that is taking gases away to a yard above the house, about a meter above the house. And here's our agitator pump that we use once or twice a week. A standpipe is inside. Water will come up that standpipe. It cannot come straight across. It has to go down and digest, come up and out here, gravity flow into the biodigester. Another standpipe in here, the water comes up and out here to our soak away, and we'll tell you more about that. Here is the adjustment for water level. Later, when it talks about adjusting the 2 external fittings, here they are. This fitting, raises and lowers water level in the tank. Now I'm going to take the wall off, and I'm going to actually have our camera person, my wife is volunteering to do that for us today over here, and I'm going to lift this lid and give you a peek in you're going to want to see the transverse pipe. It's the pipe that goes from here that flushes things away. You'll see the transverse pipe, and that's the big deal. So I'm going to lift this up, and she's going to try and just shoot around me. Oh, I forgot. First, I have to remove the agitator pump, and that's going to take me just a moment, but a very quick moment. This is a very efficient toilet, and we won't say it will never, ever, ever have an odor for 2 or 3 seconds. We'd be foolish to claim that, but by and large it's odorless. I'm going to lay this gas vent pipe aside. I'm removing the island. This is an island, by the way, for the agitator pump. And now I can lift the lid. Here's the island for the main stool and flusher. Oh, I recall I lift the lid from this side. Pardon me. Come on over, dear camera wife. I'm lifting the lid. Here is the transverse pipe with my fingers on it. And here is the soon-to-be famous duckbill of the tailpipe piece. And you can't quite see it, but there's a red dot. It's just slightly over here. Here will become a leveling point of the red dot on the duckbill. And here's the transverse pipe. And I just wanted you to see those now while they're all put together. Now, let me see where we are in our notes. We'll let the camera person back up if she needs to. That's an overall, so you'll know where we're going. Each of the 6 steps has an explanation. The first step is get acquainted with your kit, and we'll do that shortly. Second step is locating the toilet room, making the soak away, and digging the holes for the tanks. Third step is items too bulky to ship, you buy locally. And I'll explain that. Step 4, installing the pipe islands, and as I mentioned, this raised part is an island. And 5, final check before putting in ground. And step 6, installing the completed tank in the ground. Thank you.